Hello everyone, welcome to RAKESH VALASA YouTube channel. In this video lecture, we will discussing about Tsgenco AE for Mechanical Engineering 2015 question paper, part 2. Let us see the question number 11. When the frequency of external exciting force is equal to the natural frequency of vibration of the system. Option 1, the amplitude of vibration is 0. Option 2, the amplitude of vibration is insignificantly small. Option 3, the amplitude of vibration is very large. Option 4, the amplitude of vibration may be large or small depending upon the magnitude of frequency. The correct answer is option 3, that is, the amplitude of vibration is very large. Here the given question is direct statement, that is, when the frequency of external periodic force becomes equal to the natural frequency of the body begins to vibrate with a large amplitude. This phenomenon is called resonance, and the vibrations are called resonant vibrations. So the correct answer is the amplitude of vibration is very large. These type of vibrations are called as resonant vibrations. Question number 12. A mass M attached to a shaft rotating at a radius r from the axis of a shaft is balanced by mass capital B at radius small b from axis of the shaft in the same plane of rotation. The necessary condition of balancing is option 1, m omega r equal to bwb. Option 2, mr equal to bb. Option 3, m omega square by r equal to b w square by b. Option 4, m by b equal to r by b. The correct answer is option 2, that is mr equal to capital B into small b. Let us see the explanation. The shaft is rotating in a plane with an angular velocity omega radian per second. The mass m is attached at a distance of r and mass capital B is attached at a distance of b. Now, according to the internal balancing, we know that here applying centrifugal force, we know the formula for centrifugal force, that is mr omega square equal to B capital B into small b into omega square. In both cases, angular velocity is constant, so strike out omega square. Therefore, mr equal to capital B into small b. If the angular velocity is different, that means in case angular velocity is different, you can don't cancel omega square. You can take other other mass. You can take the angular velocity w. Let us assume w. mr omega square equal to bb w square. So you can write m omega square by small b, that equal to b w square by smaller. So here angular velocity is not given. If we assume angular velocity different, the following answers is wrong. So let us assume the angular velocity is constant for both masses. So omega square get cancelled. Therefore, mr equal to capital B into small b is the correct answer. We can conclude from the above result that the speed of the shaft does not have any effect on the balancing. Thus, even if the speed of the shaft is doubled, the value of mass B is unaffected. Move to the next problem. The question is question number 13. A cutter and key can be compared by which of the following statement? Option A. Option 1. Cutter is used to connect a rod which is subjected to axial loading, whereas keys are used in for twisting moment. Option 2. Cutter are used to connect shafts transmitting twisting moments, whereas keys are used for axial loading. Option 3. Both cutters and keys are used for axial loading. Option 4. Both cutters and keys are used for twisting moment. Here the correct answer is option 1, that is cutter is used to connect a rod which is subjected to axial loading, whereas keys are used in for twisting moment. Let us see the explanation. You can see here this is the cutter joint. It consists of mainly three parts. One is spigot, second cutter, third socket. Cutter joint is used to join two shafts which are in rotation. Cutter joint is used when the members are subjected to axial tensile or compressive loading. It is not used to connect the shafts that are rotating or transmitting torque. Example, joint between the piston rod and the crosshead of a steam engine. For keys, key is a machinery component that provides a torque transmitting link between power transmitting elements. IC engines, turbines, rotating shafts, elements like wheel, gears, pulleys, and sprocket are connected with the help of keys between shaft and hub of the rotating member. Keys transfer power from the shaft to the rotating member, hence it is used to transfer rotational motion. Keys are inserted into keyways which are loaded in shear. Example for keys: rectangular key, round key, and saddle key, etc. Next question. Question number 14. Which one of the following holds true for coupling and clutch? Option 1. A coupling cannot be engaged or disengaged frequently. Option 2. A clutch can be engaged or disengaged frequently. Option 3. Both 1 and 2 are true. Option D. Both 1 and 2 are false. The correct answer is option 2. Both 1 and 2 are true. Because the function of clutch is engaged or disengaged. Coupling cannot be engaged or disengaged frequently, while a clutch is primarily used for power transmission control in vehicles. A coupling is used to connect and transmit torque between two rotating shafts efficiently. Question number 15. Idler pulley in belt drives is used when? Option 1. High velocity ratio is desired at a long distance. Option 2. High velocity ratio is desired at a short distance. Option 3. When long life of the belt is desirable. Option 4. High forces are required to be transmitted. The correct answer is option 2. High velocity ratio is desired at a short distance. Let us see the explanation. You can see here the belt is connected to driver pulley and driven pulley. In intermediate, one idler pulley is there. The advantages of using idler pulley are initial tension in driver pulley in the belt can be increased from the time to time by adjusting the position of adjustable weight or by increasing the adjustable weight value. Due to increase in initial tension, that means T1, power transmitting capacity of belt drive gets increased, and also angle of contact on the smaller pulley increases. When we are adding either pulley, the angle of contact in the driven pulley is increased. Before attaching idle pulley, the up to contact only this vertical axis, which further increases the ratio between friction tension on both sides, because T1 is the tension in the driver pulley, T2 is the tension in the driven pulley. The ratio is equal to E power mu theta. Hence, in effect, power transmitting capacity of belt drives gets further increased. Question number 16. Velocity ratio of a flat belt drive with pulley radius R1 and R2, belt thickness is T and slip factors will equal. Option 1. Velocity ratio equal to 2R2 plus T by 2R1 plus T into 1 plus S. Option 2. Velocity ratio equal to R2 plus T by R1 plus T into 1 plus S. Option 3. Velocity ratio equal to R2 plus 2T by R1 plus 2T into 1 minus S. Option 4. Velocity ratio equal to 2R2 plus T by 2R1 plus T into 1 minus S. The correct answer is option 4, that is velocity ratio equal to 2R2 plus T by 2R1 plus T into 1 minus S. Let us see the explanation. Here, velocity ratio of the belt drive is the ratio between the velocities of the follower or driven and the driver N1. When the thickness of the belt is considered, velocity ratio equal to N2 by N1 equal to D1 plus T by D2 plus T. We know the formula for velocity. Velocity equal to pi d n by 60. D is inversely proportional to speed. If D is decreases, N is increases. D is increases, N is decreases. Sometimes the frictional grip between the belts and pulleys becomes insufficient, which may be cause some forward motion of the driver without carrying the belt with it. This is called slip of the belt, which reduces the velocity of the system. So that's why we are consider slip factor. So the total percentage of slip equal to velocity ratio equal to d1 plus t by d2 plus t into 1 minus s by 100. You can also write that uh, d1 means 2r1, d2 means 2r2. Here speed is inversely proportional to diameter, so you can also write n1 by n2 equal to d2 plus t by d1 plus t. So the correct answer is 2r2 plus t by 2r1 plus t into 1 minus s. If you are considering slip factor for both drives, that means driver S1 driven S2, you can also write 2r2 plus t by 2r1 plus t into 1 minus S1 plus S2 by 100. Next question. Question number 17. The force required to move an object of F newtons downwards with the help of a power screw with pi angle of friction and alpha helix angle of the screw will be. Option 1, F tan of pi minus alpha. Option 2, F tan of pi plus alpha. Option 3, F tan of pi into alpha. Option 4, F tan of pi by alpha. The correct answer is option 1, that is F tan of pi minus alpha. You can see here, this is the screw jack. It is a mechanical device used for converting rotary motion into linear motion. It is used in screw jacks, clamps, and vices. The screw in screw jacks are considered as an inclined plane as shown figure. You can see here. This is the inclined plane. Effort required to lift the load. Here load is double load is acting on top side. So where P is effort applied at the circumference of the screw. You can see here. To lift the load. W means load to be lifted. Mu means coefficient of friction between the screw and nut. That is tan pi, where pi the friction angle and alpha is the helix angle. Effort required to lift a load means positive direction. So P equal to W into tan of pi plus alpha. Effort required to lower the load. That means minus P equal to W tan of pi minus alpha. Here he is asking that force required to move an object of F newtons downwards. In the given question, F is given. In this explanation, I have taken that W means load to be lifted or downward. So the correct answer is F tan of pi minus alpha. Question number 18. Net reaction of ground on wheels due to gyroscopic couple due to wheels and the dead weight and centrifugal force of a vehicle negotiating a curve. Option 1 increases on inner wheels and decreases on outer wheels. Option 2 decreases on inner wheels and increases on outer wheels. Option 3 decreases on all the wheels. Option 4 increases on all the wheels. The correct answer is gyroscopic couple decreases on inner wheels and increases on outer wheels. Let us see the explanation. When a four-wheeler take a turn, the axis of rotating parts, here the rotating parts are wheels and engine, undergoes precision and the gyroscopic couple will be acting on these rotating parts. Also, as the vehicle is moving along a curved path, the centrifugal force will also be acting on the vehicle. This force will also give a couple. So here we are considering two conditions. First one is total reaction at the wheels will be due to the weight of the vehicle, due to centrifugal force and due to the gyroscopic couple. Let us see the first condition. The, the weight of the vehicle is equally divided among four wheels. Then weight on each wheel is double by 4. Let us take this is the wheel. Each wheel have the load. Total load is equally divided among the four wheels. So load on each wheel is double by 4. This wheel also double by 4. Then weight on each wheel is double by 4 in a downward direction and the reaction of the ground at each wheel due to the weight, that is W equal W 4, W equal W by 4 in upward direction. The second one is coupled due to centrifugal force. The vehicle is moving along a curved path, hence a centrifugal force will also be acting on the vehicle in a outward direction. This force acts through the center of mass of the vehicle. Let us see. This is the vehicle. This is the wheel, wheel 1 and wheel 2. Center of gravity acting at here. Uh, Let us take the height from the ground. This is the h, and the centrifugal force acting towards outside. This is the P force, centrifugal force acting outside. Hence, the magnitude of the centrifugal force is P. Therefore, coupled due to centrifugal force, that means centrifugal force into height, that is P into h. H is the distance from the ground level to CG. The above is the overturning couple acting on the vehicle. This resisting couple will be acting on the wheels, which is equal to the couple due to equal to the opposite forces acting on the outer or inner wheels. Therefore, force on each inner wheel is P by 4 in upward direction. The third one is gyroscopic effects on four-wheel vehicles taking a left turn. W means weight of the vehicle. W by 4 means reaction from the road on the each wheel. I omega means moment of inertia of each wheel. I means moment of inertia of engine of flywheel. Omega W means angular velocity of each wheel. Omega E means angular velocity of each engine. Omega P means angular velocity of precision. Uh, Here the gyroscopic couple and vehicle. Couple means it considering rotating parts like wheels and engine. So summation of gyroscopic couple wheels and gyroscopic couple engine. CW plus CE. Here four wheels are there. We know the formula for gyroscopic couple I omega omega P. This is applying to four wheels. 4 into I omega I W into omega W into omega P. W means wheels plus or minus for engine. I E into omega E into omega P. Due to gyroscopic couple, there will be vertical reactions on wheels. On outer wheels, it would be positive, and on inner wheels, it would be negative. So the correct answer is gyroscopic couple decreases on inner wheels and increases on outer wheels. Question number 19. In a flat pivot bearing, the total moment of friction force. Option 1 for uniform wear is greater than that for uniform pressure. Option 2 for uniform wear is lesser than that for uniform pressure. Option 3 for uniform wear is equal to that of uniform pressure. Option 4 for uniform wear may be more or less and cannot be predicted. The correct answer is option 2 for uniform wear is lesser than that for uniform pressure. Let us see the explanation. Flat pivot bearing. Frictional torque transmitted by using uniform pressure theory T equal to 2 by 3 mu WR. Frictional torque transmitted through uniform wear theory T equal to 1 by 2 mu WR. You can compare both values. Uniform wear is less because 1 by 2 means 0.5 and 2 by 3 means 0.33, 0.66. So compared to both values, frictional torque transmitted through uniform wear is lesser than frictional torque transmitted through uniform pressure theory. You can also see the conical pivot bearing. Frictional torque transmitted through uniform pressure theory, that is same formula here at adding cosec alpha 2 by 3 mu WR cosec alpha. Frictional torque transmitted uniform wear theory, that equal to 1 by 2 mu WR cosec alpha. Here W means axial load, R means bearing radius, alpha means semi-angle of cone. From the above expressions, we can conclude that the frictional torque transmitted in a conical or flat pivot bearing, assuming uniform pressure in comparison to the assumption of uniform wear is more. In the among the four options, uniform wear is lesser than that for uniform pressure, or uniform pressure we can say in other condition, that is uniform pressure is greater than of uniform wear. Question number 20. First law of thermodynamics for steady flow. Option 1 accounts for all energy entering and leaving a control value. Option 2 is an energy balance for a specified mass of fluid. Option 3 is primarily concerned with heat transfer. Option 4 is an expression of the conservation of linear momentum. The correct answer is option 2 is an energy balance for a specified mass of fluid. Let us see the explanation. We know that first law of thermodynamics. The first law of thermodynamics is a version of the law of conservation of energy. Law of conservation of energy adapted for thermodynamic systems. The law of conservation of energy states that total energy of an isolated system is constant. Energy can be transformed from one form to another but cannot be created or destroyed. The first law is often formulated by stating that the change in internal energy, that means delta U, of a closed system is equal to the amount of heat supplied, delta Q, minus the amount of work done by the system on the surroundings, that is delta W. Delta U equal to delta Q minus delta W. We can also write delta Q equal to delta U plus delta W. According to first law of thermodynamics, for a closed system surrounding a cycle, net heat transfer is equal to net work transfer. That means summation of Q equal to, summation of Q means net heat transfer, that is equal to net work transfer, that means summation of W. Thank you for watching. Please do like and subscribe my channel for more updates.